not just it's dark, there's no light, like actual tangible darkness. And at the opposite end of the arena, you guys are coming in over here. At the opposite end over here is an iron grating that looks like it could open up. And your instructions were that your opponents, you and your opponents would be introduced. The match would begin. The match is to the death.
All right.
Where's Mahogany? Did Mahogany chicken out?
No, Mahogany's here. Shit, where did I go? Oh, here I am.
So the three of you guys are watching from one of the little dive bars in the hive.
Yeah.
Bets are very, very much against your boys. Nobody seems to think these newcomers, these guys are veterans of these fights. And you get the sense that these hivers don't watch for the sport, they watch for the gruesome endings. And then the voice of Zemdir chimes out. Goddamn notepad. Those of you walking into the arena, you don't see him anywhere. You just hear his voice resonate through the pit. The three of you watching on the scrying stone, you have an angled top-down view of the pit, and you see Zemdir's face superimposed upon it for a moment. As he welcomes you all, hopes that all of your bets are covered in good faith, and he introduces his newest fighters, Ciclon, Mahogany, and Happy. And he says, their opponents are creatures of my own design. And then the iron gate drops open, and three very large, slavering, red-eyed lions stride into the pit. So let's get some initiative. Those are bad rolls.
Mm-hmm.
I meant my rolls. I don't know what you all rolled yet. This is a situation where I typed these monster stats out in a stat block, but then I didn't save the text file. And Notepad was like, do you want to save? And I'm like, no. Because why would I want to save, right? Okay.
Wow.
Guess what, Brick? I feel your pain as a man who has just scored through the monster manual for the stats for Polar Bear.
Right? Well, except in my case, I did this like 4 days ago. And I'm just dumb.
I forgot I could turn into a CR2 creature. I was like, oh shit, right.
Was it your level divided by 3?
Yeah, it's level divided by 3.
All right. Mahogany, what is your initiative?
10.
10. What's Ciclon's?
Ciclon acts on an 18.
Oh god, they've all caught it.
And Happy.
Happy, I'm guessing he has no other bonuses except for his dex, so he acts on a 7.
Ciclon, you go first. As soon as the lions stride in, the iron grate on their side and your side slides upward very forcefully. And the fight is on.
Ciclon closes and drop kick.
All right, roll it.
Oh wait, no, you didn't let me say my thing before, where I asked if we were searched when we.
No, you were
in.
not. No, I would have mentioned.
All right,
it.
then
You've got everything you came with that you brought with you.
Then you have some good berries on you. You and Happy. You each have 3.
Fair. How does a... Sorry. How does a 18 do?
That hits.
Alright, that's 2 hits then. Because I rolled 13s on each hit.
Roll the damage.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm rolling d8s for damage. No, I'm rolling d6s, I'm sorry.
What is anything?
What is anything indeed? Let's see, 5 plus 4 is 9 damage.
9 total?
Yep, and then bonus action, I'm going to burn a key point
Okay.
for patient defense.
So you're dodging?
Yep.
All right. Mahogany, what's your favorite color, blue or green?
Green.
Green? Should have picked blue.
I've said green every time, Brick. It's not gonna change.
And what's your AC?
At the moment, 17.
17, so that's only one hit.
I hate how I have to say at the moment with regards to my AC.
I need you to make a strength saving throw. DC is 13.
Okay. Here, I'll do it just to make Brick happy.
You're my favorite now.
Oh, and I rolled
what
shit.
happened?
This
Yeah,
what
never-
happens.
Never doing that again.
The first lion pounces at you. That's going to be 11 slashing damage.
Okay.
As he grapples you with this powerful claw and just knocks you prone to the ground. You manage to avoid his bite by sliding your head out of the way, but he's slavering on top of you, and you realize this thing has glowing red eyes and sharp, elongated canines, the kind you know for sure do not belong on a lion.
I'm 100% sure.
Literally 100%. Like, I wouldn't have given that information to LC Clone, because he doesn't friggin' know. He's never been a lion.
Yeah.
Mahogany, you're up.
But to be fair, Mahogany hasn't yet. At least on camera.
I am going to transform into a cave bear.
Okay.
See, I told you, I called him the bear.
And so this lion is on top of me now?
Hold on.
I can't get up?
What size is a cave bear? Large?
Large.
Large.
It's the exact same as a polar bear, only it has dark vision.
No, you will still be knocked prone.
Okay.
But you're not grappled. So the first thing I need you to do is make a Constitution saving throw. DC's only 10.
As a cave bear or as
a Genasi.
Mahogany? Okay.
Oh, because it's unnaturally hot in here.
No, that's not it at all, but thanks for speculating.
Thank you. Thanks. See, that wouldn't have happened if I had rolled a... That's a 16.
You go to transform, and for a moment you feel stifled. You feel like you can't breathe. And you see flashes of ghostly burning chains wrapped around your body as you try to break out of your Genasi form and hulk out into a cave bear. And for a moment, it's terrifying. For a moment, you're like, this isn't going to work. I need to give up or it's going to kill me. But you push through it, and you manage to push the chains away like mists. And you're now a cave bear laying on your back, and this lion is wrestling on top of you.
Alright, well... Am I capable of attacking it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're not grappled, you're just prone. You can attack from a prone state.
Alright, I'll attack from a prone state, and then if I do enough damage to, like, push it off of me, I'll try to stand up.
Okay,
Let me roll some dice.
I mean, there's no need to push it off you. You can just move away from him. You need to use half your movement to stand up is how it works.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do that. Because I'm not planning on moving.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'll, do Bite and Claws. That's a... Oh, it's +7 now. 19 and 26.
Both hit. Go ahead and give me the grand total damage on that, please.
Alright. I guess that's the CR2 difference, is the plus on the attack roll. 9 plus 19 piercing and slashing.
Okay. Yeah, CR loosely translates into proficiency bonus. I don't think it translates perfectly linearly, but you can generally tell what a creature's proficiency bonus is by looking at its attack bonus and comparing it to whatever its stat bonus is. Okay. And so you and this lion are mauling and wrestling each other in the dirt. And you manage to take your feet. That's going to bring us to Happy.
Happy. Yeah, Happy.
Is happy. Happy.
Trying to think. Which one of these would he rather? Lungs over here. Ciclon hasn't done any. Hasn't really gone for anything. See, you know what? You know what Happy's gonna try to do? He's gonna try and take a hold of this line, so Bear Mahogany can get some pretty good bites at him.
So you're going to grapple the lion?
Yeah.
All right, so that replaces one of his attacks with the grapple to hit.
Yeah.
Or you can make both attacks try to grapple. It's up to you.
Yeah, because he's got the attack action that he can, if he hits, he can use the bonus to attempt to grapple.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and attack twice. And how does a 23 do?
I'm going to laugh so hard if he gets amazing rolls for Happy and terrible rolls for Ciclon in this fight.
That's going to be hilarious. How does a 23 and a 21 do?
Both of those hit.
Okay, I need D4s.
It's just very funny.
D5.
Oh, that shouldn't be a D4. That should be a D6. My bad.
Okay. No
Yeah,
problem.
that was not intended. I was not intending to nerf his damage like that. But yeah, that should be a D6.
16 damage, and yeah, go to grapple. Grapple to hit is 13, unfortunately.
13?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got this lion. He's got his giant arm around its neck and is wrestling it down, so restricting the lion's movements. Mahogany, you would not have guessed that something this big and ferocious could be grappled by something. I mean, Happy's not small, but definitely not lion-sized. But he's definitely got this lion in its grip. That's exactly what he's doing. He's got his giant nutcracker arm wrenched up under the thing's neck and pulling it to the ground. And he's got this giant grin on his face while he's doing it.
Also, lions weren't meant to hunt pits, but this is Happy's most perfect state.
All right.
So that's going to do it.
Happy's AC is 11. Yes. That's 2 hits.
Okay.
So Happy needs to make a strength saving throw. DC's 13.
DC 13 is save.
Save.
Yep.
So he's not knocked prone.
Mm-hmm.
18 points of damage, slashing and piercing from the claws and fangs of this thing.
All right.
And as the lion, as his bite takes hold on Happy's giant arm, Happy cries out in just anguish. That's going to bring us to Ciclon again.
Okay. Thinking here. He's still got this guy grappled, right?
Yes, he does.
All right, then I am going to burn a side point.
Okay.
For Surge of Speed, I get an additional 30 feet, but the more important thing is I don't provoke attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
I'm right back over here, and I'm going to go after the grappled one.
Okay. You don't get advantage on that, but Happy would if he attacks him.
Okay.
He's grappled, but not prone. Although Happy could move him prone now that he's got him grappled.
All right, so side point I burned. How does a 22 and a 22 do?
Both hit.
All right. Is 8 damage?
8.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
Let's see, I already spent my bonus action for the turn, so yeah, it's going to do it.
All right. This man is going to turn around, come after Ciclon, and guess who gets pack tactics? Lions do.
Lovely.
That's not.
Guess who gets pack tactics but still missed with the important roll? This lion did. Ciclon.
Who's got 4 paws and misses with the pack tactics rolls?
This
Take
guy.
7 points of slashing damage and make that strength saving throw to see if you're knocked prone.
Okay. So you said 7 points of damage?
Yes. Missed with the bite. Hit with the claw.
I think the claw does more damage.
The claw also provokes the pounce attack, which is cool. But these are not regular lions, which is why I want to hit with the bite.
DC on that strength save is what?
13.
Belief point on that.
Okay.
Okay, nat 20.
That'll do it. So you manage to stand your ground against the force of this lion pouncing from across the room. Come out of it with just a slash across your chest and neck. Mahogany.
Mm-hmm. I am going to. This is the one that's already wounded, right?
The only one that's not wounded is this one. These two have both suffered severe wounds at your hands and at Ciclon's and at Happy's.
I think this one's the one to take out then, because the pack tactics mean that if we can take out the wounded ones fast.
Yeah.
Then they'll stop getting bonuses. So I'm going to maul the shit out of it. That's a technical term for bears. Maul the shit out of it.
Maul the shit out of.
Nodal, do you follow the a single bear Twitter?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Does a 14 AC hit?
Yes.
Then that's 1 hit and 1 crit.
Go ahead and roll the big old damage pool.
A single bear tweeter?
There's a Twitter called a single bear, and it's just a bear's Twitter account. And yesterday it tweeted out something like, "I'm afraid I'm not enough bear," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've got a buddy who's been there."
I do not know if I will ever be more bear. I feel like I might be the right amount of bear, but how can I be sure? I am bear, hopefully. This account is great.
Right? It's wonderful. That's
So
some damage.
12 plus 8 is 20. 30 piercing and slashing.
And that's more than enough to put this thing down. And I mean, you just slash it to ribbons and tear the neck out of it. And the thing, you notice two things as you're tearing the throat out of this thing. One, it's not bleeding right. Its blood is just kind of seeping and oozing out of its wounds instead of pumping like you would expect. And two, its blood tastes wrong. It's cold and gelatinous in your mouth instead of being hot and refreshing and delicious.
It's fucked up. And then I'm going to move to block these two from these guys.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we'll just
Which one are you facing? Which one are you going to take down next? The one that's wounded?
Yeah.
All right. So Happy's grip slips away from the lion, and he nods approvingly as you tear the thing to shreds, which is going to bring
Riot
us...
pumps their fist. Yeah.
That was... It's now this lion's turn, I believe.
Lion 3, yeah.
Yeah.
Lion the
Lion
third.
3.
All right, Mahogany.
Oh, I need to check my AC. Is it the same? Yeah, it sure is.
That's a crit. And then I'm assuming the 18 also hits.
Oh, yeah. My AC is poop.
Poop. Okay, we're going to do the claw first.
I mean, you might eventually miss because I have some natural armor.
7 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
And 6 points of piercing. And make a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
So that's 13 altogether. Let me just mark that down. That's 4 plus 3 is 7 plus my 11.
Okay, 11 does not do it. That 6 points of piercing that you took, that's a fiendish injury. You cannot heal that by magical means.
Okay. Wait,
Mister, I got 6
that,
good berries in the pocket.
yeah, does that carry over though to when I'm a human?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming it does. I'm going to rule yes, because
At least for now.
I would say the only way it wouldn't is if you revert to Genasi by dropping to 0 hit points.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because you kind of go through the whole death throes thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, the wound bites deep. He's not just biting into your flesh and your muscle. He's biting into something deeper than that. The part that like ties your consciousness to your body. That's what he's ripping apart with his teeth. And it's an injury like you've never felt before. It's unbelievably painful. This is what Happy was shrieking about a minute ago.
And I'll roar out. Roar!
Now, is your lion's roar as loud as a lion can roar?
See, I'm not a lion. I'm roaring at a lion.
Happy's turn. Happy's up.
Happy is up, and so this is the one that that's the one that got injured before, right?
Yeah, the one that just attacked and bit Mahogany, he has not been touched yet.
Oh, this one over here? Wait,
The
no,
one
this
that's standing above Mahogany is injured, but the one standing next to Mahogany is not.
All right, sounds good. Let's Barbarian Rage and put this thing in the dirt. How about that?
Okay.
I lost the tab that I have. Happy.
Wait, Barbarian Rage? That's Serenity.
Happy's got Barbarian Rage.
He does.
Oh, it's called Battle Fury. Anyway.
I gave Happy a Barbarian Rage instead of key points. He's kind of like a hybrid monk barbarian.
All right, so here comes 2 swings. You said the 21 does. How does a 17 do?
Also hits.
All right then. T6 plus 8. Together says 16 damage on
16?
that. And yeah, let's go ahead and grapple him.
All right.
20.
20, that, believe it or not, that does it.
20 grapples. All
Yeah,
right.
I rolled a 17, and I'm like, he can't beat my 20, but you did.
You can't step the ball breaker, man.
You can. And I mean, this lion is just whipping his head around, but before long, Happy's got him again pinned down to where he cannot move efficiently.
Yeah.
Lion number 1 hates life right now.
Is that
That's the grappled one. He's going to try to escape the grapple. So Happy can make an athletics check. He's got to beat a 16 to keep the lion grappled.
is he proficient with athletics? 'Cause it's
Oh
not
yeah,
listed
you're
on
right.
here.
I didn't give him skills. We'll say he is, because he wouldn't be
Okay,
a very
then.
effective grappler if he wasn't.
All right. I suppose I can't believe point for him, huh?
No, you cannot.
Do you believe in him?
I believe in Happy. All right, so that is 12.
A 12? Okay. So, I mean, the lion breaks free from Happy's grip, and you see this wound that Happy sustained. The teeth marks in his grotesquely huge arm, seeping blood. And he winces in pain as his arm comes loose, and this lion breaks the grapple.
Okay.
It's going to bring us back to Ciclon.
I'm gonna spend another. Psionic point for to move without provoking the attack.
Okay.
Go around here, and double punch.
Okay, can you be the guy? Can you drop this lion right here?
Can I be the guy?
Can you do it?
Possibly. Probably not with those rolls. How does a 13 do?
13 hits?
13 do, but probably a 9 does not.
9 does not.
All right, d6 plus 2 is 7 damage.
7, and that's enough. And you just come back on the other side of this lion, drop your knee on its neck, and you hear a sickening crack as it falls over. And you guys in the bar, with these 2 lions dead, and I mean, the other combatants have suffered injuries. I don't think Ciclon hasn't, though.
No, Elsiclon's taking a hit.
So, the mood in the bar right now...
Elsiclon, plays to the crowd, whatever crowd might be watching.
And nobody in your crowd appreciates that.
Oh, well, fine.
The mood in the bar right now is terrible because all these guys bet against the combatants.
That's
So
their
all these
problem.
guys are about to lose some money. So it's going
That's
to
their
come.
fault.
Serenity, did you bet on me?
I don't have much money.
Mahogany, you're up.
I should have. I totally should have.
Alright, I'm going to, let's finish it off. Let's make this quick.
Okay. I mean, this one hasn't been hit yet, so I don't know about quick. This one's got no injuries.
Maybe I'll roll 2 20s.
Maybe.
1 in 400 times.
Yeah.
Stranger
Right.
things have happened.
Straight ones.
You want to just believe point until it does happen?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Those will hit. 18 and 17.
Yeah, those are good.
Actually, it's 18, 19.
Oh. He just goes for more dice.
I love dice. They make me feel good. 25, piercing and slashing.
Nice. And once again, the bear just lets into this creature, and the crowd, like, there are murmurs about how, is that cheating? Can he do that? Can he be a bear?
If they
How
can be a
built him
lion,
as the bear the entire time.
They thought it was
He's
a
his most
euphemism.
perfect. He's his own most perfect bear. Come on.
yeah, if they thought it was a euphemism, that's their problem. I'm very much not playing up to the crowd, but right, by the way, because my performance is -2.
Ooh, a 7 and a 1. So this thing, which, I mean, Mahogany has just torn apart one of its legs, the muscles in one of its forepaws, and it limps forward and lunges at Happy, but Happy just blasts its head aside with a quick kick. Does not land the blow. And now it's Happy's turn.
Kill it! Kill it, Happy!
Can
Well,
Happy
everyone
be
gets
the
a kill.
guy?
Yeah, well, the NPC. Alright, so... Oh, that's a net 20.
Yeah!
So it is. He's got to do a lot of... I don't know if he can do this much damage, though.
Yeah, because I only rolled a 2 on the other to-hit roll, so...
Why are you rolling 2d6? You missed with the other one.
Yeah, no, you see that nat 20, bro?
Oh, right. Good call.
Can I get some more of these? Another mead and some more of these little wingy things. They're really good. The spicy
No,
ones.
in this kind of bar, they're not serving meat, my friend. They're probably serving little wingy things, but they ain't chicken wings, yo.
That's
fine.
It's state-sponsored beef. 10 damage.
10?
on,
WYNGZ wings.
Yeah, this thing
Yeah,
is
exactly.
beyond bloody. Is Happy going to grapple it?
Yeah.
He doesn't need to roll very high to grapple it.
Oop, there goes all the dice. That was a 6 plus a 7 is 13.
And he's got it grappled. So, I mean, this thing is... It's not breathing at all, you realize. But, I mean, it's moving slower and slower, and its wounds are seeping this bizarrely thick, purplish black blood.
Was it ever breathing?
You know, now that you mention it, you can't be sure. Ciclon, can you be the guy? Can you do it right here? Can you finish it up?
Can I go off the top rope?
There's no ropes, but
Damn!
if you roll high enough, I'll let you do a fantastic gymnastic drop kick off one of these walls.
Well, the 19 on die is pretty nice. And,
Do it.
And,
Do the drop kick.
yep, that's exactly what's going to happen.
1-1. Yeah, there you go.
Boxcars.
Okay.
Boxcars plus 4 is 16 damage.
So you do a flying kick off the wall, and everybody in the bar groans. Fucking show off! But you do. The last lion stops moving, just seeping out this disgusting blood onto the ground. And now that the fight is over, Happy kind of seethes as he reaches up and feels the wound on his arm.
Walk it off.
He's not upset. He's grinning ear to ear still. He's just in pain.
Healing word.
Okay.
7 damage, or 7 hit points.
And the wound does not close. Because like I said earlier, magical healing won't work on it.
Well, fuck.
But at that, once the lions stop moving and the combatants kind of come down from their combat high, the visage of Zemdir again appears in the stone and says, "The newcomers are victorious." And at that, the three of you feel a slight rumbling beneath your feet, and part of the dirt in the center begins to give way in part, and you realize a pillar is rising up out of the dirt. On top of it is sitting a filthy sack.
I'll approach the pillar.
Okay?
I don't have any hands.
You do not.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and take the sack.
Okay, and it's heavy with coin.
Nice. Alright, No reason to count it out here while everybody else is watching.
And as you take the sack off the pillar, it begins to descend back into the pit, and the iron bars behind you slide up with a loud, rusty sound.
All right, now we can wash ourselves at the basin, get all our HP back.
And in the bar, money begins to exchange hands, and some fights break out. Those of you in the pit, as you're leaving, walking back out into the dark hallway, Zemdir is standing waiting for you with his hands placed together. Are you still a bear?
Yeah, at the moment.
And he looks at all three of you approvingly. And he says he offers his special compliments to the masked man who claimed 2 kills in the pit.
Well, it wasn't just me. It was the teamwork that went down. I imagine I wouldn't have been able to land those solid hits if Ballbreaker here wasn't holding them still for me.
And Ballbreaker kind of
Elbow him in the arm.
with his fists, looking mean and happy at the same time. Inside the sack, 99 gold coins.
33 for each of us.
I wonder what the lines would have done with it.
And Zemdir tells all three of you that he will be in touch for further bouts, if you are so inclined.
I'll nod.
Mahogany will transform back.
And Mahogany
Stretch a little.
his money.
Pit fighting seems to be working out.
So, what's better, being an assassin or being a pit fighter?
Pit fighter.
Oh, disagree there.
All right. So that's going to bring us to the end of this session then. The other 3 characters are killed in this terrible bar fight that ensues. They're never heard of
For
again.
what it's worth, Brick, I would have probably gone to try and talk to Raze the next day, since we kind of fast forwarded over that. So
That's fine, because when we pick it up next week, we're gonna
okay,
jump
it
around
won't.
a
I
little
don't think it'll take very long.
bit. The easiest way to keep super careful track of the timeline is just to ignore it and gloss over it. Just here's 8 scenes. All of these scenes took place at some point over this 3-day span of time, probably.
Yeah, that sounds good. Actually, that's a system I believe in.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and make a straw poll here. Do we have? I didn't realize. I haven't checked the clock for like an hour and a half. I didn't realize we were so over time.
Yeah, we're about 15 minutes over time.
Do we have time to do the rundown, or should we hold off on that till the beginning of next week? I don't know if anybody has to run.
I got time for the rundown. I'm not leaving.
You okay, Destil?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'm all set. All I'm gonna do is go from this fight to watching another fight. I don't think it's even on yet.
All right. So here is the straw poll. At the end of the session, we give an experience blip to the player you guys thought was most entertaining. Go ahead and you get 1 vote.
Wow.
Make it count.
Wow.
Is Happy getting votes? Is there no write-in option?
Oh, he's already got a vote. He's already got 2 votes, 3 votes. Oh my god.
Of course he does.
This is your own fault.
Yes. I've learned not to trust my chat with anything ever.
Then why did you trust them with this?
Because it was
4
funny.
votes.
All right.
All right.
And I got to add up some experience on my end, so I'll be back in a few minutes.
I think I got brought to an old straw poll when I clicked it.
No? There's 6 options here.
I don't know.
This is
Oh, no.
why you never put a dumb option in an internet poll ever.
Oh, I learned all about options in polling.
Guys, remember L Block on the GameFAQs poll? I mean, come on.
I just remember, like, the most recent example that comes to mind is Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah.
Bodie McBoatface was a write-in, though.
Oh, okay. Well, then that was a problem.
I don't think you should have a contest where you ask people to vote for things and then not honor it.
Well, they honored it, didn't they?
No, they didn't.
Oh,
No,
they didn't?
They didn't honor
Really?
Bodie McBoatface.
And it's trash.
Bodie
man,
McBoatface isn't a thing?
No,
No,
it isn't.
Oh, that's
it's
I'm
garbage.
really sad
I
now. I was assuming
no.
they
I'm
had.
really upset.
Especially since I'm pretty sure the people that voted for Bodie McBoatface did donate money. Rip Bodie McBoatface.
Yep.
You weren't loved as much as you deserved. I'm just disappointed it wasn't a battleship.
The
Sorry,
USS
here.
Bodie McBoatface.
Your husband has been shot down in the battle with the USS Bodie McBoatface. Many lives were lost.
Yeah, this is the first time that something stupid like Bodie McBoatface happened. There have been other ones like that in the past, where like they go to poll people.
A petition calling for Sir David Attenborough to change his name to Sir Bodie McBoatface in the interest of democracy and humor soon received over 2,000 signatures.
All right. We actually have to do the rundown a little quicker than I anticipated. It's way later than I thought it was. I gotta cook dinner tonight. And my wife's gonna come home from work and she's gonna be real cranky. And then if I don't cook her dinner, I gotta sleep in the closet. So,
Let's do this.
we give 1 blip for creativity. Who gets the creative blip this week?
I liked the speak with plants. I thought that was really
Speak
good.
with plants, yes.
Mahogany?
Yeah, right.
Because it resulted in a depressed tree diverting everyone's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
We give 1 blip to the character who furthered the party's goals the most this session. Who gets that?
This
Probably
party have
Riot.
goals?
Probably Riot because she's the one who was working the Aunt Nancy thing.
That's fair.
With
That's yeah. Unless you
My
have
other vote would be Kelian for finding out about the nose.
that too. That's also a good
Sure.
option.
Kelian, did you have a recommendation?
No.
All right. We give 1 blip for badassery. Who was the most badass this session?
Happy.
Happy's not a PC and is not capable of receiving blips. Good night.
I think your straw poll begs to differ.
Oh, that's funny.
Actually, I was really impressed with the utterly apparently pointless infiltration work of getting the door open silently, so I'm going to give that to Kilian.
Yes.
Yeah.
Utterly meaningless. too,
Apparently,
but-
we could have just walked in, had a cup of tea, and then killed the guy, but
We could have just killed the guy.
No, you get to solid sneak that shit. It was kind of like, wow.
It was all going so well until I couldn't do anything anymore.
And we give 1 blip for intangibles.
I have written in my notes, intangible award, perfect state of being.
Perfect state of being. Really? We're gonna reward that?
I'm just saying that's my vote. That's my nomination. If anyone else has a different nomination, then let's hear it.
I can't disagree.
no, I can't. We're going to have to make that a coffee shop.
Fine. Okay,
Listen,
now
Riot can create songs. I can create dumb jokes.
now I have to do something that I literally haven't done since I ran 2nd edition, and that is alignment penalties. Serenity, your alignment is neutral good, and you describe that as good as helping weak and less fortunate. Today, you murdered a man who was surrendering. How does Serenity square that in her mind with helping the weak and less fortunate?
I mean, he was ultimately to her. He's just. It doesn't matter that he's not violent. He is a huge danger to a lot of people.
Yeah, I got your back on this, Destil.
Oh no,
He's a fucking...
Kelian, you're not on the hook. You're chaotic neutral. You're fine.
Yeah, I know that, but he is a cult leader, and those motherfuckers are dangerous.
Okay.
I mean,
So
he's
getting
going
rid of
to
a
lead
cult
to
leader is a good action.
her opinion of the guy is that it doesn't matter how nice he is in person or how non-violent. His actions will lead to hundreds, if not thousands, of ciphers mazed or worse.
Okay.
So she's not necessarily happy, but she's not sleeping poorly either.
Mahogany, you are neutral, and your view of neutrality is that neutrality is equivalent to mediation between law and chaos, or between good and evil. So how does Mahogany square that with killing a man who is surrendering?
Because Mahogany has previously tried to deal with this cult by telling them all to leave, and they wouldn't. And they, in fact, mocked him for it. So he in his mind, he has already attempted to do that.
So is there like a petty revenge aspect to it? Because you got
not
picked
really,
on by the
'cause-
cultists?
not really. Basically, while I literally thought about this as I was doing it,
Uh-huh.
and I'll just tell you as a player how I squared it in my head.
Okay.
Which was, first I did what I just said, which is, like, he already tried to do this. Like, he already told them to leave, and they weren't going to. And if they had left him alive, he would have just proceeded to not leave and also just keep talking.
Oh, you just didn't want to listen to him.
And then there's also the fact that I decided Mahogany's Flaw was going to come into play.
Okay.
Which
So-
is that he decided that he's going to try out being an assassin.
Okay. So, is this something Mahogany is going to do as a matter of course?
Mahogany thought that this was awful.
Like, was the pit fighting a good palate cleanser after that?
The pit fighting was so much better than this whole situation. The person who actually killed him is the one who is sleeping poorly after that.
Okay. Serenity, your rationalization might be a little shaky, but I can see where Serenity would arrive at that conclusion. These people aren't violent, but the amount of bad that's going to come to Sigil if they're not stopped, this is what has to be done to stop them.
I mean, she was happy that she didn't have to kill anyone else.
Okay. Mahogany, for you, I'm definitely counting it as an evil act. So, that's it. You're done. You have to leave the campaign. You're over. Goodbye. No, it's just, if this kind of thing becomes routine for Mahogany, you're going to see your alignment start slipping towards neutral evil.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
There's no actual penalty. It's just your alignment might change.
Mahogany completely hated what he just did, so it's not.
Kelian,
Honestly,
for the
if
record,
anything, this might change Mahogany's alignment towards neutral good, which is also what he doesn't want.
Kelian's alignment is chaotic neutral, and he says good and evil are means to an end, and the end is chaos, and works for me, man. And for the record, I love that Kelian didn't take the third shot, not because Serenity was trying to negotiate with him or talk to him, but because this fucker just grabbed two of my bolts. He's just gonna do it again. We gotta do the belief rundown, like, super quick. Let's get my thing up on screen here. I'm just gonna
Kelian's
go.
is easy. No, no, no.
No. That was
Ciclon is
easy.
pretty
No.
much no as well.
Ciclon is no. Is anybody not no?
I am.
I mean,
Riot, go.
Yes, no.
Yes, no. So how did Riot act in accordance with her beliefs this session?
She wasted that coin. That didn't get it. That didn't go to any kind of charity. That was spent in the most selfish way possible.
So how is that acting in accordance with her belief?
Because the coin was meant to, like, the stipulation on it was supposed to be, you're going to use this for some great good, right?
Okay.
and she didn't do that. She broke that rule.
So, just thumbing her nose one more time at Bahamut.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say at this point that Riot is done with Bahamut, or is this like going to be a lifelong antagonism? Serenity.
She's actually, I would say yes, no, because she the exact same thing. She didn't enjoy doing it. It wasn't fun, but to her mind, she did the most good for most people this session.
Okay. And
Killing this one dude is better than hundreds of people getting mazed.
who else was it? Ciclon. You weren't a no.
I was a no.
You were no. Mahogany.
I wasn't.
You wasn't. Well,
No, yes, no.
so you learned something new about your beliefs.
Yeah, and actually, I'd like to put in a request out of character, which is that I think this point should go to Riot, because Riot's beliefs have influenced Mahogany.
How so?
Her belief that some things shouldn't be tolerated where they're not wanted. That's making Mahogany start to think about where things are wanted, and that's what's caused him to go after this clan today, or this cult today.
Okay.
It's because this cult isn't wanted in Sigil.
So to Mahogany's mind, it's not about whether the cult is good or evil, or good for Sigil, or bad for Sigil, or good for the ciphers, or bad for the ciphers. They're just not wanted here. It's been made clear.
Yeah, they shouldn't. They're not. They shouldn't be here.
Okay,
It's not so much that they're not wanted. It's just that this isn't their place.
It was made clear that they weren't wanted like 60 years ago when all of them dumbasses got mazed.
So, like Mount Celestia is Bahamut's house, this is the lady's house.
Right.
He's already kicked
All
her
right.
out
I
once.
will give that point to Riot then. So Serenity, you can take 1. Riot, you can take 2. All of these votes for Happy on the straw poll, I'm flushing because they don't count. I gave you guys a test and you all failed miserably. So LC Clone is winning the straw poll vote this week. So I'm going to give you guys your experience. Blips are worth 450 because you're all level 6.
Can I bear my belief points to change Happy's name to Ralph Nader?
No. Riot.
Yeah.
You take 1 blip for the assists,
Okay.
and I'm
Wait,
awarding
assist
you.
Assist what?
Yeah, the assist.
Oh,
blip.
right.
I'm awarding you 100 experience points for the interaction with Spring and Red, which I'm sure everybody enjoyed.
Oh, it was a delight. We went to the Giggle Dungeon. It was fun.
LC
I'm
Clone,
so happy we're giving RP experience.
you've got the straw poll blip, and 220 for the combat with the lions. Kelian, I'm awarding you 50 for the combat with Naram and the monks. And you have 3 blips. I'm awarding you the alignment blip for your interaction with Naram and the monk, because I view that as, like you say, good and evil are only means to an end. This is an evil act, but the means to the end, like, this is something that's going to help my comrades. This is something they feel is important. Whether it's evil or good does not matter. I'm also awarding you a blip for your faction for, once again, refusing to let that box out of your grasp, even though it's way more dangerous for you to hold it, and it's probably going to cause way more problems for you to have it than to hand it over to Amuleth. Serenity, you're getting 50 points for the Naram combat. And I'm also awarding you the blip for your faction. I love the swift with which you pulled that asshole down through the door. That was the extreme cipher thing to do in that case. Mahogany, you're the winner this week. You got 220 for the Lions, 50 for Naram. You got the intangibles blip, you got the creative blip, and I'm giving you your flaw blip. I'm not sure I'm doing this right, because that... I'm going to try to be an assassin, and I'm going to try to be a pit fighter, and I'm going to see how this feels. I'm going to try on a lot of hats. I get the sense that Mahogany is searching for his own, like, searching for some new kind of destiny.
Yeah, my bond is going to have to change, because that got shot down by the pool.
Okay. So everybody can add up your experience. Next week, we are going to, well, this week I'm going to put together the Mechanos adventure.
Sweet.
And that's it. We only went 29 minutes over time.
What's their 450?